The news day continues here on One News Now Business. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate fronts. Nobel Peace Prize laureate and Rappler CEO Maria Ressa and Rappler Holdings Corporation have been acquitted of tax evasion charges by a Pasig court today. The ruling ended nearly 5 years of legal battle, which was initiated during the term of former President Rodrigo Duterte in 2018. The lawsuit began when the Securities and Exchange Commission issued an order to shut down Rappler due to foreign ownership allegations. Because of this acquittal, the prosecution can no longer appeal the criminal aspect of the case. This follows Ressa and Rappler's acquittal of 4 tax-related charges before the Court of Tax Appeals in January of this year. With the junking of the last tax case, there are now only 2 remaining cases involving Ressa and Rappler. These are Ressa's appeal of her cyber libel conviction, which is still pending before the Supreme Court, and the appeal on Rappler's closure before the Court of Appeals. Foreign direct investment net inflows to the Philippines dropped to a 5-month low in June. Data from the Bangko Sentral shows the latest FDI net inflows declined to $484 million. That's lower than both the $487 million in May and $503 million in the same month of last year. RCBC Chief Economist Mike Ricafort sees inflation and high borrowing costs weighing on FDIs as these raise the cost of investment. ING Bank Manila Senior Economist Nikki Mapa says concerns about Philippine and global growth may have also prompted investors to hold back. Mapa says the FDI may remain subdued in the coming months if the Philippines cannot turn investors' sentiment around. Oil companies implement a new round of fuel price hikes for the 10th week in a row. Effective today, diesel products will be pricier by 40 centavos a liter. Both gasoline and kerosene, on the other hand, will see a price increase of 20 centavos per liter. This is the 10th straight week of price hikes for diesel and 9th for gasoline, which means prices of diesel have gone up by a total of 14 pesos and 40 centavos per liter since July. Gasoline has seen a cumulative increase of nearly 10 pesos per liter, while kerosene prices rose by nearly 14 pesos in 2 months. The Energy Department still attributes the price hikes to lower global supply after Saudi Arabia extended its production cuts until October ahead of the price hike implementation. Motorists lined up at gas stations in Metro Manila to fill up their tanks at the last minute.
Malaking perwisyo po na tumaas po yung gasolina ngayon. Nababawasan po yung kita sa isang araw. Yun nga po sir, ang nauwi po sa pamilya, maliit na lang po eh.
Lugi talaga sir, kasi hindi naman po ganun kalaki yung kita namin. Siyempre po, maggagas pa kami lagi, traffic pa po.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Most CEOs in the country are still optimistic about their revenue growth prospects in the next 12 months despite threats from inflation and economic uncertainty. A survey of 157 CEOs by PwC Philippines and the Management Association of the Philippines shows that 79% of them are confident of posting revenue growth over the next year. According to PwC, business face threats from inflation, macroeconomic stability, and supply chain constraints. To address these, CEOs are reducing costs, diversifying their product and service offerings, as well as deploying tech in operations. The PwC says the government's performance may have also helped with the sentiment among CEOs. 9 Philippine startups made it to this year's 100 to Watch list of Forbes Asia, and among them is fintech firm Packworks, which offers a business-to-business open platform to sari-sari stores. Now here to join us for a discussion, we have with us on the show Bing Tan, co-founder and CEO of Packworks. Good morning, sir, and congratulations once again to your firm.
Hi, Diego. Good morning to you and your viewers. Thank you very much for that warm greeting.
Great. Thank you for joining us, sir. Let's get right to it. Talk to us, sir, more about your inclusion in Forbes Asia's 100 to Watch list. How was the selection process? And please do tell us more about Packworks and your reflection on its inclusion in this very prestigious list.
Yes, to be honest, we weren't sure how we were chosen, but we're obviously very grateful. I think also partially it's because of the good work that we're really doing. I mean, with all intents and purposes, our goal is really to help digitize the sari-sari stores that we work with, no? And so our intent and our vision is aligned to their needs.
Okay, so what do you think sets Packworks apart from other e-commerce and retail category businesses on the list?
Okay, so just to share with you, the way we define Packworks is that it's an asset-light B2B platform where our goal is to connect the brand owners, the financing and banking institutions, and the sari-sari stores. To a certain extent, we believe that these 3 types of entities are people speaking 3 different languages. We are actually the bridge that connects the 3 of them. No? That being said, for this to happen, there's a lot of upskilling that we have to do to support our sari-sari store network. No? And this really involves a lot of effort in business technology and financial technology for our sari-sari stores.
Okay, but sir, would like to know more how this all started. Tell us more about your company, the inspiration behind it, and what services do you currently provide to your customers?
Okay, so, well, I've been in technology for the past 20 years, and my co-founders have been in impact startups and also in FMCG. No?
Okay.
So when we started in about 2018, I think, we were focused actually on building technology for the wholesalers and distribution companies. Then we had the opportunity to actually go to a network of sari-sari stores.
Okay.
And that's where we defined and rebuilt our platform. No, how do we help the sari-sari stores become digitized?
Okay.
No, so that's essentially what we did. No, so we believe that we're a supply chain platform. We actually work with everyone in the layer. We work with distributors. We work with brand owners. We also work with the sari-sari stores that we currently target as our main market.
Of course, your startup capital, how much have you raised so far?
Not a lot. Actually, it's a couple of $1 million. But that being said, our operations are actually nationwide. So we have to work with, so Packworks is currently available in all provinces in the country. And that's something that we're very proud of. No? And so being said, while we have this capitalization, we actually have to work together with all of the FMCG brands. So it's actually a collaboration between them and our ability to digitize the stores.
Okay, and your growth prospects for the company. I'm sure you heard our earlier report about most CEOs still confident of revenue growth despite economic uncertainties like inflation. Now, can you say the same for your firm?
Because we work with FMCG and the Philippines has a very young population, no? So we still have a consumer-driven population. So I believe that our growth is aligned together with their message as well. No, so I agree. We are still growing. In fact, currently we are on our way to hit our 2024 targets of getting to 500,000 sari-sari stores. So our goal is in sync with everyone's, I guess, vision and hope.
And aside from the things you mentioned, sir, and for the education of our viewers, what can we expect from Packworks in the future?
Definitely, it is to help digitize the sari-sari store network. No, our vision is in sync with them. I wanted to highlight that unlike a lot of our competitors, we actually don't distribute goods.
Okay.
We are really in the digitization of these sari-sari stores, their operations, because we believe that this is the way that they can actually connect to the distributors and the principals that we work with. No, together with that, by digitizing their operations, we integrate them to e-money and digital wallets as well.
Okay.
So we really want to provide them with a digital process and railway so that they can do more.
Well, thank you very much for your interesting insights and for this discussion and for joining us. We do hope to have you again, Sir Bing Tan, co-founder and CEO of Packworks.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
Meralco launches a scholarship program to train Filipino engineers and scientists interested in nuclear energy abroad. Meralco Chairman Manny Pangilinan noted that this initiative will help develop Filipino experts in case the government decides to utilize nuclear energy for the country. Under their Filipino Scholars and Interns on Nuclear Energy or FISIOM program, selected applicants will be sent to foreign countries for a 2-year graduate program from 2025 to 2027. Applications will open next year. Graduates of engineering, physics, and related courses are welcome to apply. The countries where they will be sent include France, United States, Korea, Japan, and Canada. Meralco highlighted that they are open to the use of nuclear energy, but will consider the cost, safety, and its contribution to national energy security. Meralco plans to conduct further studies on this matter.
We should engage ultra-safe, at least conduct a pre-feasibility, which would then lead to a full-blown feasibility study, which we would like to share with government and the participants of the industry itself, so that we are all educated together as a community in learning through what nuclear means.
And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Diego Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News, all sides, all the time.